Chapter 98. About sexuality of the archangels. With these words, the chief leaves for home. Ebal, however, asks him not to absent himself for too long, as lunch shall be ready shortly. And the chief calls, striding along, "I shall, if nothing of consequence has taken place, be back here at once, or alternatively send a messenger over here." After which the chief takes off with flighty steps, being not a little surprised with the briefings of his deputies upon his arrival, who told him what had been taking place in the meantime, and how he will find the order for the above-mentioned societies on his desk written in his own handwriting on parchment. He hurriedly reads them, and finds it precisely the way he had imagined it should be. He sends for an athletic messenger, and, behold, there comes in Roman soldier outfit our angel Raphael, offering the chief his services. The chief, not recognizing him, thinks him to be a young warrior perhaps assigned to him by Cornelius from Capernaum. He hence quizzes him on whether he would venture such rather distant errand to the deputy at Gadarene. Says the angel, "Lord of your powers, just hand it over, and I shall have it over there with the speed of an arrow, and in a few moments you shall have the response in your hands." Only then did the chief look the man over, recognizing the angel Raphael, and saying, Sure, to you such is possible, for only now have I recognized you." Whereupon the centurion handed him the order, and same was back with the answer in barely 15 minutes, in which the Gadarene commander confirmed receiving the instructions from a well-presented young man, and that he shall carry them out in their spirit. The chief no longer marvelled at Raphael's speed, but only that the errand still took him 15 minutes to carry out. Says Raphael, "That was the time your Gadarene deputy took to write. Hence it need not intrigue you, for I did not need time. However, let's together go to Ebal, since lunch is prepared and the guests are hungry upon the tough trip down the mountain." The chief at once leaves with the angel, who none the less appears in his Gennesaretan garb at Ebal's house. And the chief asks him where he so quickly disposed of the mercenary's uniform. And the angel said with a smile, "Behold, we have it easier than you, for we carry our closet filled with a wide variety of clothes within our will. Whatever we want to wear, with that we are already fully dressed. Were you, however, see me in my garment of light, you would be struck blind, and your flesh would dissolve in front of me, because compared to the shining of my garment, the terrestrial sun is sheer darkness." Say the centurion, "Friend of the earth's people, the former attribute of being able just through willpower to clothe oneself, without the material, quite appeals to me, and poor mankind could use same to great advantage, especially in winter. But the equally potential and exceedingly powerful shining of your bright garment, which no man could withstand alive, does not please me, at least in this world. Therefore we intend not to investigate it. Yet one thing I would like to find out from you, since we are alone right now and suffer no embarrassment before anyone, and so you could reveal the following to me. Is there among yourselves a sexual distinction?" Says the angel, "This is a somewhat clumsy question. However, for it originates in you from a pure knowledge desire, I want to answer it to you with no. What we primordially spirits are, with us countless, Only the male positive being is without exception prevailing. Nevertheless, in each one of us also the female negative principle is fully present, and as such, every angel in himself represents the most perfect marriage of the heavens of God. It entirely depends on us if we want to show ourselves in either the male or female form, and all this within one and the same spiritual skin. Therein, however, that we are in ourselves a two being, lies also the reason that we never can get old, because in us both poles continuously support each other forever. But with you humans, the poles are separated in a sexually separated personality, and because each one exists on its own, they do not have any support in themselves. If, however, the separate personal poles touch one another externally, they diminish, resembling a wineskin, wrinkling in proportion to being relieved of its spiritual contents. If nevertheless you could imagine a wineskin that can, within itself spontaneously, reproduce what has been removed, then you shall not discover the wrinkles and folds of aging upon its surface. Do you actually comprehend this? Says the captain, "The thing is not completely clear to me yet, but I am getting the drift of it. We shall no doubt have the opportunity to further discuss it, but let us go to the house now, as they shall be expecting us." Says the angel, "Yes, that for sure, and I am feeling within me what you call hunger." Says the chief, "Ahoy, are you not the purest of spirit? How shall you be able to consume material fare?" Says Raphael, smiling, "Better than yourself. With me, everything that I take in is totally consumed and transformed into visible life. With yourself, however, only what corresponds to your isolated life polarity, whilst the incompatible part is removed through the natural process. And so I am much better off than you regarding eating and drinking." Says the captain, "Does one then, in actual fact, eat and drink in heaven as well?" Says the angel, "Oh yes, but not in the sense like on earth, but spiritually. We have the Word of God from eternity in us, just like heavens and all creation consists of this very Word, and are everywhere filled with it. And this Word is primarily our being like being, and for such being also the only, most true life bread, and the true life wine. In our veins it rolls like in yours the blood, and our intestines are full of the bread of God." Says the captain, "Oh, this is spoken with immense wisdom. This I cannot grasp. I must let the Lord himself reveal it to me further. But now it is high time for us to go inside and start no further discussion.